Hi everyone, welcome to Iggy's Toy Parade and Soldier Review. This is your host Iggy. It's a little bit after midnight, June 10th, here in Jacksonville, Florida, and I couldn't sleep. So I decided instead of tossing and turning, I would finish off the tote that I brought from storage this morning. And I showed you some in the past toys and some other G.I. Joes, and this would be the last of it, and then I can repack the tote and bring it back over to storage. So let's take a look at what we have. Of course, these are all 40th anniversary. Can you imagine if this was original G.I. Joe stuff? Oh my goodness. That would be a small fortune. This, of course, is all 40th anniversary items. It's hard to see it on this one, but I'll get it. See, there you go. Anniversary edition. That's what all these things are. So I have 2 soldiers, 2 Air Force, and 5 Marines. And one of the things that you've noticed if you're collecting 40th anniversary is that only 1 Marine helmet was made available. And what set was that? Set number 21? Here, let me check my my journal here. Yes, set 21 helmet. And that's what this is from. Now, what you see is bits and pieces because, like I had mentioned in an earlier video, I was just throwing stuff into tubs. And I didn't think it would be in there as long as it has been. It's been 16 years now. And I never dreamed for a moment that my things would be in storage that long. But I've had such a hard time finding. I can't get any sympathy from you guys saying that, because look at all the money I've spent on this stuff. It's just that Iggy is irresponsible and immature and having a good time. My friend John said, "You know what, Iggy, you live like you're retired, only you don't have any money." And I'm like, yeah, that's probably true. You're not supposed to do these things until you're safely retired. But, people come in many different varieties. I come in the dumb kind. But I'm getting better. I got to tell you, I'm getting better. I haven't bought anything in quite a while now, and I don't feel like buying anything. Although I was almost tempted to buy another Fort Apache, which I need like a hole in the head because I think I have 5 of them now. So perhaps another Fort Apache is not exactly what Iggy needs right now. But this helmet, and I think that plus a flag set of the different branches came in set number 21. I'm not sure about that, but the helmet is definitely set 21. Now you look at these Air Force guys and you go, why is there just a parachute? Well, let's see. No, that's not it. Okay, this set, this is part of uh, set number 13, which came with a crash helmet, a parachute, and a air vest. And I think I showed the crash helmet a couple videos ago. So everything is like no rhyme or reason to what's being presented because it's so mixed up. Now, eventually, when I move, I'll have everything organized the way I like so I can find it easily. And I probably shouldn't be filming until then, but I started to get impatient and wanting to do this because I've been wanting to do it for quite a while. And I decide, if I wait until everything is perfect, nothing will get done. So I decided to just plow ahead, and that's what we're doing. Now, this machine gun, I believe, came with sandbags and a white MP helmet. And what set was that? Let me take a look here. That was set number 6. And it came with the machine gun, sandbags, and MP helmet. I remember when I was a kid, I didn't have the machine gun, but when I was 12 years old and it all went on clearance at Woolworths, I went down there and I bought something like this. It must have been like a quarter or something. I only spent a couple bucks and I was able to get sandbags, a machine gun, a army helmet, a rifle with cartridge belt, and carded German equipment, which came with the pack, belt with ammunition pouches, a MP40, 2 hand grenades, an Iron Cross medal. What else came with that? I think that's everything. And the reason I bought that is because one of the kids down the street had a German helmet and pair of pants, or no, a German helmet and a jacket, and he didn't want it. He said, I don't care about G.I. Joe. And he was kind of surprised that I wanted it. But anyway, no pants and no boots. But what I did years and years later was I found a pair of pants on eBay, and then I found a pair of boots from Cotswold Collectibles, which were a reproduction of the originals, and a European G.I. Joe style head called Vince. They called him Vince, which is not very European sounding. But then I bought a G.I. Joe figure and put the Vince head on it and the uniform and accessories. And the G.I. Joe that I had always wanted back in 1966 was now part of my collection. And I did something similar with the Imperial Japanese. I was able to put that together too. So do you guys want to look at a figure? We've looked at pretty much all the, you know what? Let's take a look at an Air Force figure, because I don't think we've looked at one. We've seen a sailor and a Marine and a soldier. I hope there's no spiders in here. Oh my gosh, it's hard to open one-handed. All right, this is good. I was hoping to find one of these. This is the what they call the Marigold jumpsuit, or flight suit rather. And this is the one I had when I was a kid. Only I was always missing this. I didn't know. I was so anxious to buy this, I didn't notice that this was not in the box. But now I got one. There you go. Let's take him out, take a look. He's got brown hair. My hand is shaking. Hold on. There's the back of him. Notice he's wearing black boots. I think the sailor and the Air Force figure have black boots, and the Marine and the soldier have brown boots. I noticed they don't feel as good as the originals. I hope that's clear for you, because to me it looks very blurry. I wonder what that's about. And he comes with a dog tag there that you can see. And then you look in here, and here's his manual. It's sort of a slightly different color than an original manual. Well, I'm glad I found this one, because you guys haven't seen this one. Does he still stand? Because some of them, oh, look at that, guys. He's still able to stand. The reason I say that is because I noticed that in storage, the elastic inside the Joe that holds the parts together is stretching out. And so the arms are falling off and he doesn't stand up anymore. So it's good to see that this one is in pretty decent shape. First time out of the box. How do you like that? Let's put his pillow back in here. Here, I did this wrong. Now, the originals did not have this. Well, if they did, I certainly don't remember at this point. But it seems, is this upside down? It seems to me that the original ones didn't have that. And I had mentioned in a previous video that the manual was smaller and it came with, you know, a little advertisement to join the G.I. Joe Club, which I did when I was a boy. And I did a video about that a while ago. I bought a reproduction of a Canadian G.I. Joe Club package, and it was similar to the American except for a couple variations. All right, guys, that's the Air Force guy, and I want to go to bed, but I saw a giant spider by my bed and it freaked me out. Because when I bring these tubs and things back, like this, here's the stuff I showed you already. I'm going to pack these things in here. It also, I bring home bugs. And so that's not fun. It's freaking me out a little bit. Did I show you the box? I might as well show you the box. I had this set when I was a kid, but I did not have this or this one. Okay, do you want to look at any other figures? Should I show you a soldier? All right, I'm going to have to set this down again, guys. Sorry. I know that that's pretty much dead time. All right, this is my favorite hair color for G.I. Joe. And you'll notice he's a redhead. My Army G.I. Joe that I had originally was a redhead. And there's the brown boots. They also made them with the cloth cap, like the prototypes. They went from the cloth cap to this because probably because the cloth cap was way too expensive. Well, this is interesting. This does not have the plastic head holder or feet holder, so maybe I got into this one already. Okay, guys, do you want to see it? You know what? I might as well do them all, huh? Show you the Marine. I did a video if you want to get more helmets for your Joe, because they only had the Marine helmet in one set, which was number 21. But they only had an Army helmet in the Target exclusive Foot Locker. And then they released a set, I think it was 23, 24. It was unreleased, but you could get it through the G.I. Joe Collectors Club, and it also featured a helmet. In fact, it was an awesome set. They should have released it because I think it would have been a top seller. It came with a field jacket, a rifle and cartridge belt, a helmet, backpack, and e-tool. So everything you need to outfit a soldier was in that. And it was all on little cards like this, plus a soldier. but they never released that, like I said, which is a pity because I think they could have made a lot of money off of that. All right, so let's take a look at the Marine. We looked at we saw the Navy guy. There he is down there. This one's empty. I must have him in a uniform somewhere. I have a lot of loose Joes that I didn't show you, and I'm not quite certain why I took them out of the packaging. All right, let me see if I can prop that up, and we'll take a look at this. That's one difficulty that I've always had with the coffin boxes, is I can't open them. You know, here, let me try another one. I can't open that one. There's got to be an easier way to do this. Okay, here's our Marine. And he also does not have the headrest. And gee, I wonder what's going on with that. Maybe only certain ones had that. His eyes look weird, don't they? Are the eyes the same as this one? No? Oh, that's interesting. Okay, what kind of hat does he have? Oh, good. I wanted to show you this. This is the cloth cap. Now, I had mentioned that the earliest G.I. Joes, the prototypes, had these cloth fatigue caps, which you see here. I think my brother, when he was in the Army, wore one of these. They eventually changed it to a ball player's cap that was OD green like this. When I was in the Army, they weren't wearing these any longer. They were wearing what looked like a baseball cap. And he's got the brown boots and the oversized manual. Show you some details there. I have a couple sets of these. I like that because it comes with the rifle and the pack and e-tool. So that's a good set. I have a couple of these parachutes. Now, that was the very first equipment set I ever got. My dad bought that. Dress Marine. That's still a really sharp looking uniform. The Marines were lucky that it makes them like an elite force because of their uniform. Although I do like the retro Army pinks that they have out now. The other uniform, the Class A uniform that I wore, just looked like a business suit that they put badges on it. It just wasn't any good. I didn't think. Not like that. That's awesome. I had this set when I was a kid. And this. All right, guys, that's it for Iggy. It looks like I've torn everything up, but at least now this is out of the way and we can go ahead and pack it up. My next thing that I'm going to be showing you is, well, it's either going to be Star Trek or I'm going to start in with Toy Soldiers. Maybe Star Trek because the Toy Soldiers is going to take a long time to get through. It's a tub full of 132 scale soldiers. So that might take me a while to get through. So I was thinking maybe I would do the Star Trek. It's Star Trek playsets, the bridge playset, transporter room, and engineering. So they're pretty cool looking sets, and they had some really cool special effects. All right, that's all I got for you. Thank you for getting Iggy with it. I always appreciate when you guys come along. And thank you for joining or enlisting in the Iggy Army. And I'm almost to 500 now, believe it or not, guys. It's hard to believe with my presentation style that you guys are tolerant enough to watch what I'm presenting here. But I appreciate all of you and thank you very sincerely. So let's all head out to Roy Rogers Ranch. I'm going to skip the beans. I don't want to get gassy, so I just want a piece of apple pie with vanilla ice cream. That's it, guys. You know what's going to happen now.